Dear students, you know The Cop and the Anthem is a famous short story written by O. Henry. The main character Sophie is a vagabond with criminal background. He tries to re-enter the prison to protect himself from the severe winter. This is a humorous story depicting the irony of fate. Learn the entire story in detail before solving these brainstorming activities. Its link is given in the description box. Let's learn the brainstorming activities. Open your textbook. See page number 32. A1. This is the first activity. Discuss with your partner and find out the different ways in which Sophie tried to get arrested. The first one is given. या संपूर्ण पाठामध्ये सोपी हे प्रमुख पात्र आहे आणि सोपी जेलमध्ये जाण्यासाठी जे काही प्रयत्न करतो ते कोणकोणते प्रयत्न करतो यांची यादी इथं आपण सांगितली पाहिजे. वन इन्सिडंट इज गिवन टू अस. पहिला प्रसंग आहे पहा. ही ट्राईड टू एंटर अ लक्झुरियस कॅफे. नंतर आपण सांगू शकतो उत्तर. सोपी ब्रोक अ ग्लास विंडो. He ate food at a restaurant and declared that he had no money. He took another man's umbrella. Now, these are the different ways that Sophie tries to get arrested. नंतर पहा पुढची ॲक्टिव्हिटी. Describe the atmosphere when Sophie reached near the church. A soft light glowed through the violet stained window. The moon was above, full and radiant. There were few people and pedestrians. Sparrows twittered sleepily. Now, in this way, we may describe the atmosphere when Sophie reached near the church. Now, see next activity, page number 33. A2. Read the story and match the incidents given in column A with the consequences given in column B. कॉलम ए मध्ये काही प्रसंग दिलेले आहेत आणि कॉलम बी मध्ये कॉन्सिक्वन्सेस म्हणजेच त्या प्रसंगावर आधारित परिणाम सांगितलेले आहेत. वी हॅव टू मॅच. नाव सी कॉलम ए. सोफी ट्राईड टू एंटर अ कॅफे. कॉन्सिक्वन्सेस. Strong and ready hands of the head waiter turned him around. Sophie broke a glass window. The cop ran after another man. Two waiters pitched Sophie on a callous pavement. Consequences. He stood up slowly, beating the dust from his clothes. Sophie heard the anthem being played in the church. Suddenly, a wonderful change came in his heart. Cop arrests Sophie for hanging around. Dream of turning around in life was shattered. पुढची ॲक्टिव्हिटी पहा. पेज नंबर 33. Give reasons and complete the following. Sophie had confidence in himself because he was shaven. His coat was trim and he had a neat black bow. He thought that the waiter would not recognize him. पुढची ॲक्टिव्हिटी पहा. The head waiter of the luxurious cafe did not allow Sophie to enter because he saw Sophie's tattered trousers and decadent shoes and understood that Sophie would not have money to pay for a meal. The cop did not arrest Sophie for breaking the glass window because Sophie stood still with his hands in pocket and smiled at the police. The cop thought that the culprit might have run away and Sophie is a gentleman. The cop did not arrest Sophie for shouting and dancing because the cop thought that Sophie is one of the local college boys. He felt that Sophie is celebrating the victory of the match by shouting and dancing. Now, in this way, we may give reasons for these sentences. Pick out the lines from the text which show that. Now here we have to point out lines that show the following incidents. See bit number A. Sophie wants to enter the cafe for two reasons. Now we point out the lines showing this incident. See the answer. A roasted mallard duck, thought Sophie, would be about the thing with a bottle of wine and then some cheese, a cup of coffee, and a cigar. $1 for the cigar would be enough. The total would not be so high as to call forth any extreme of revenge from the cafe management, and yet the meat would leave him filled and happy for the journey to his winter island. Now, these are the sentences showing that Sophie wants to enter the cafe for two reasons. Bit number B. Sophie was afraid that he won't be able to enter the prison. See the line? Arrest seemed now but an elusive dream. The island seemed very far away. Bit number C. Sophie was not caught by the cop for throwing stones at the glass. Now see the lines. The policeman refused to accept Sophie even as a clue. Men who smash windows do not remain to chat with the police. They take to their heels. Number D. Sophie actually did not want the umbrella. The line is, he hurled the umbrella angrily into an excavation. Number E. Listening to the anthem, Sophie remembered his good old days. Now see the line. And the anthem that the organist played cemented Sophie to the iron fence, for he had known it well in the days when his life contained such things as mothers and roses and ambitions and friends and immaculate thoughts and collars. पुढची ॲक्टिव्हिटी पहा. He would make a man of himself again. The word man in the sentence means a responsible and good human being. या ठिकाणी हा जो शब्द आहे मॅन याचा अर्थ होतो अ रिस्पॉन्सिबल अँड गुड ह्युमन बिईंग. Sophie's earlier life was much different from his present life. Complete the table to show this contrast. Sorry. One is done for you. सोफीचं जे की पूर्वीचं आयुष्य होतं भूतकाळामधलं आणि वर्तमान काळामधलं हे कंप्लीट किंवा पूर्णतः अगदी विरोधाभास असावं अशा प्रकारचं त्याचं आयुष्य होतं. तर या ठिकाणी दोन कॉलम दिलेले आहेत. एका कॉलममध्ये दिलेले आहेत अर्लियर लाईफ आणि दुसऱ्या कॉलममध्ये प्रेझेंट लाईफ. About earlier life, we may say contained friends and roses, mother and ambitions, and also immaculate thoughts. Now, about present life, we may say unworthy desires, the degraded days, dead hopes, unworthy desires, base motives. Now, in this way, we may complete the given table. नंतर पुढची ॲक्टिव्हिटी पहा. आफ्टर लिसनिंग टू द स्वीट अँड solemn organ notes, Sophie decides to. Sophie decides to. Now here A, B, C. Three options are given. We may give three things. He would pull himself out of the mire and would make a man of himself again. He would conquer the evil that had enslaved him. He would resurrect his old eager ambitions and pursue them without faltering. Tomorrow he would go into the roaring downtown and find work. Now in this way we may say these three important things that happened in the life of Sophie after listening organ notes. Now see page number 34. Next activity. Write an incident in which you did something wrong and repented for it. Give reasons. Now this is personal response type activity. You may give your own answer here. For example, see a model answer. Once I quarreled with my friend without any reason. She did not say anything wrong to me. She just wept for a while. Later, I felt very sorry for that. I understood my mistake and I said sorry to her. Now, in this way, you may give such type of answer here. A3. Next activity. Oh, Henry has used different words to indicate prison where Sophie wants to reach. Make a list of those words. Throughout the story, the writer O. Henry has used different words to describe or to indicate prison. Now see the list of such words: Winter Island, Limbo, the island, Arcadia, coveted island. Now these are some words indicating prison. Find out the words used for the degraded state of Sophie. Now see the list of words: the degraded days, unworthy desires, dead hopes, wrecked faculties, base motives. Now these are the words showing degraded state of Sophie. The specific meaning of word anthem in the content of the story is, या संपूर्ण स्टोरीमध्ये जो शब्द आहे अँथेम याचा जो काही असेल कॉन्टेक्स्चुअल मीनिंग याचा या ठिकाणी असलेला अर्थ तो काय आहे. मग इथं आपण सांगू शकतो द स्पेसिफिक मीनिंग ऑफ द वर्ड अँथेम इन द लेसन इज अ मोटिवेशनल ऑर अपलिफ्टिंग सॉन्ग. पेज नंबर पहा 34. या ठिकाणी दिलेली A4 ही ॲक्टिव्हिटी ग्रामर सेक्शनवर आधारित आहे. कन्वर्ट द फॉलोइंग सेंटेन्सेस इंटू निगेटिव्ह विदाऊट चेंजिंग देअर मिनिंग्स. या ठिकाणी तुम्हाला 5 वाक्य दिलेले आहेत आणि या वाक्याचं तुम्हाला रूपांतर निगेटिव्ह वाक्यामध्ये करायचं आहे. जेव्हा आपण अफर्मेटिव्ह वाक्याचे रूपांतर निगेटिव्ह वाक्यामध्ये करत असतो तेव्हा वाक्याचा अर्थ व वाक्याचा काळ कायम राहिला पाहिजे. तेव्हा पाहूया दिलेली वाक्य. द पोलिसमन रेफ्युज्ड टू ॲक्सेप्ट सोपी इवन ॲज अ क्लू. याचं निगेटिव्ह आपण सांगू शकतो द पोलिसमन डिड नॉट ॲक्सेप्ट सोपी इवन ॲज अ क्लू. Sophie drifted along twice, unsuccessful. याचा निगेटिव्ह होईल Sophie drifted along twice but did not get success. Sophie stopped his unavailing racket. याचा निगेटिव्ह करता येईल Sophie stopped his racket which was not availing. The island seemed very far away. Its negative is the island seemed not at all near. आणि शेवटचं पहा द आयलँड सीम्ड अन अनअटेनेबल आर्केडिया. इथं आपण निगेटिव्ह सांगू शकतो द आयलँड सीम्ड अन आर्केडिया विच वॉज नॉट अटेनेबल. नंतर याच्या अपोजिट पुढची ॲक्टिव्हिटी पहा. कन्वर्ट द फॉलोइंग सेंटेन्सेस इंटू अफर्मेटिव्ह विदाऊट चेंजिंग देअर मिनिंग. या ठिकाणी दिलेली निगेटिव्ह वाक्य आहेत आणि निगेटिव्ह वाक्याचं रूपांतर आपल्याला अफर्मेटिव्ह वाक्यामध्ये करायचं आहे. नियम तोच असेल की वाक्याचा अर्थ आणि वाक्याचा काळ बदलू द्यायचा नाही. दिलेले वाक्य पाहता. मेन हू स्मॅश विंडोज डू नॉट रिमेन टू चॅट विथ द पोलीस. याचा अफर्मेटिव्ह होईल मेन हू स्मॅश विंडोज रिफ्रेन फ्रॉम रिमेनिंग टू चॅट विथ द पोलीस. Why don't you call a cop? Now this is a rhetorical question. आणि जेव्हा कधी क्वेश्चन रिटॉरिकल असेल त्या प्रसंगी जर क्वेश्चन असेल निगेटिव्ह तर त्या स्टेटमेंट होतं अफर्मेटिव्ह. तेव्हा इथं आपण याचा वाक्यात रूपांतर करतो अफर्मेटिव्ह आणि ते असेल कॉल अ कॉप. ऑन द ऑपोजिट साइड ऑफ द स्ट्रीट वॉज अ रेस्टॉरंट ऑफ नो ग्रेट प्रिटेन्शन्स. याचा अफर्मेटिव्ह होईल पहा. ऑन द ऑपोजिट साइड ऑफ द स्ट्रीट वॉज ॲन ऑर्डिनरी रेस्टॉरंट. नॉइझी बट नो हार्म. इथं आपण सांगू शकतो उत्तर याचा अफर्मेटिव्ह नॉइझी बट हार्मलेस. They seemed to regard him as a king who could do no wrong. या ठिकाणी पाहायचं अफर्मेटिव्ह. They seemed to regard him as a king who could do right things only. Now, in this way, we may change sentences affirmative to negative and negative to affirmative. The last two activities are based on writing skills. A5 यातली पहिली ॲक्टिव्हिटी पहा. Forgiveness is often better than punishment. Write two paragraphs, one for and another against this notion. या ठिकाणी तिरळक स्टेटमेंट पहा. फॉरगिवनेस इज बेटर दॅन पनिशमेंट. क्षमा करणं हे शिक्षा करण्यापेक्षा चांगलं असतं. हे विधान म्हणजे हा एक वादाचा विषय होऊ शकतो. इट इज अ टॉपिक फॉर डिबेट. मग या ठिकाणी फॉर आणि अगेन्स्ट दोन्ही प्रकारे तुम्ही तुमचं मत सांगू शकाल. मग या ठिकाणी प्रश्न कसा आहे पहा. राईट टू पॅराग्राफ्स, वन इज अबाउट फॉर अँड अनदर इज अगेन्स्ट. एक अनुकूल बाजू आणि एक प्रतिकूल बाजू या दोन्ही बाजूनं हे जे काही असेल हे विधान तुम्हाला स्पष्ट करून सांगता येईल. याला म्हणतो आपण व्ह्यू अँड काउंटर व्ह्यू. हे जे की फॉर साईड असेल त्याला म्हणतो आपण व्ह्यू, आणि जे की अगेन्स्ट प्रतिकूल बाजू असते त्याला म्हणतो आपण काउंटर व्ह्यू. नाऊ सी द आन्सर. ॲट फर्स्ट साईड फॉर, त्याला म्हणतो आपण अनुकूल बाजू. फॉरगिवनेस इज बेटर दॅन punishment. Man is a bundle of mistakes. Nobody is perfect. Love, compassion, and forgiveness are the real values. Forgiveness provides an opportunity to the culprit to change his or her behavior. If we forgive somebody, the person feels ashamed of his or her behavior and will change his or her behavior. Forgiveness leads to repentance. Usually, people make mistakes or crimes under the force of strong emotions. Forgiveness is an ideal punishment for those who make mistakes unknowingly. Now, this is the view section, or this is far side. Now, see counter view or side against. The guilty must be punished. The punishment of forgiveness is not suitable to all. The hardened criminals take advantage of forgiveness and again they commit another crime. Is it good to forgive such culprits? I think severe punishment should be given to such criminals. People do not make mistakes because they fear punishment. There should be fear of punishment. Criminals doing crimes should not be forgiven. They must get punishment for their misdeeds. Now, in this way, we may write against side. नंतर पहा पुढची ॲक्टिव्हिटी. You are the class representative and you have been asked by the principal to conduct an interview of a cop. Frame 8 to 10 questions with the help of the following points. Give introduction and conclusion. Now see the list of points. Reasons for joining the department, special trainings, developing the skill to identify and locate criminals, dealing with criminals, achievements and awards. तुम्ही तुमच्या क्लासचे एक प्रतिनिधी किंवा रिप्रेझेंटेटिव्ह आहात आणि तुमच्यावरती तुमच्या प्राचार्यांनी एक जबाबदारी टाकलेली आहे की तुम्ही एका पोलीसमनचा इंटरव्ह्यू घ्यायचा आहे. आणि या ठिकाणी इंटरव्ह्यू घेत असताना दिलेल्या पॉईंट्सच्या आधारे 8 ते 10 प्रश्न तुम्ही तयार केले पाहिजेत. याला म्हणतो आपण फ्रेमिंग क्वेश्चन्स फॉर इंटरव्ह्यू. तुम्हाला वार्षिक परीक्षेमध्ये 4 गुणांसाठी अशा प्रकारचा प्रश्न विचारला जाऊ शकतो. नाउ सी द आन्सर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन. ॲट फर्स्ट इंट्रोडक्शन. गुड मॉर्निंग मिस्टर जीवन सर. ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ आवर विवेकानंद ज्युनियर कॉलेज, I want to conduct your interview. May I ask a few questions to you? Thank you, sir. Now see the questions. When did you join the police department? Who inspired you to join the police service? What are the reasons for joining the police department? Who is your role model? Did you get any special training? How do you identify the criminals? How do you deal with the criminals? Tell a memorable incident in your police service. What are your achievements and awards? Give a message to college students. Thank you, sir, for sharing your views to us. Have a nice day. Now, in this way, we prepare a list of a few questions for an interview. This is interview of a cop. You know, cop means police. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.